was like, no, I don't want to go to prom with you. This boy kicked me in my vagina. Like, karate kicked me in my vagina. Like, I take the silent treatment. What's good, y'all? It's your girl lydcenzo. We're back again with another banger video. First of all, it is currently 4:27 in the morning, and I just feel like making a video because I don't feel like sleeping and I don't have work tomorrow, so we might as well use this time to be productive. Hello. We're gonna be doing a story time on the time that I bruised my vagina. Yeah. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tune into my last videos. If you're new to the family, welcome to Cenzo Nation. Make sure y'all go tune into that. And y'all already know what to do. You know, share, do whatever y'all gotta do. Y'all already know. This was in elementary school, and you know, in elementary school, I wasn't really too fond of the, you know, whole boyfriend girlfriend situation. Like, whilst everybody else was flirting around, I gotta get my eyebrows done, y'all. But yeah, whilst everybody else was flirting around and, you know, hugging and kissing each other, I was like in them books. Like, if I had my glasses, like, I would be funny and show y'all, but I was in my books. Like, I was not worried about no boy. Like, ew, cooties, you feel me? That was me. So prom came around in 5th grade, and it was 3 boys that asked me to prom, which is, you know, I wasn't really too much into the whole boyfriend girlfriend scene, so I just found that kind of weird, you feel me? So it was 3 boys. I was about to say their names, can't even remember all the names, whatever. So it was 3 boys, and I came home that day and I told my mom, I was like, I don't really, you know, want to go to prom with anybody. I'm gonna go by myself. I thought that was wavy. I thought it was, let's just talk about my natural hair. It's really popping right now. Okay, I'm liking this. Anyway, so she's like, no, you should go to prom with them, with one of them, da, 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 da. Mind you, it was like a scenario where it's like the boy's mom, one of the boys' mom was trying to be close with my mom and try to set us up. Like ew, like why are you doing that? Like, I would never do that to my kid. But anyway, so that's what they were doing. And it was the day before prom. We went back to school. So we was in school and we were like taking down the you know, the papers from the bulletin boards. I was helping the teachers. You know, I was a little teacher's pet. I was helping the teachers and all that. I stapled my finger to the wall, but we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, so I remember walking over from the bulletin board to where one of the boys were sitting, and this boy had asked me to prom, and he was like pressing me for an answer, and I didn't want to be rude at the time and say no, so I just kept ignoring it and moving about my daily life, you feel me? But this time I went over and like he stood in front of me. So he's standing in front of me. I'm trying to go to the garbage can with my papers. He's standing in front of me, and like, you know, he's moving this way, I'm moving this way, he moves this way. He moves this way. I mean, I move this way, he moved this way. You feel me? Like, he's blocking my path. You feel me? So I'm like, excuse me, I'm trying to go there. He's like, will you go to prom with me? Yes or no, yes or no. So at this point, I started like, I forgot what I was saying, but I remember him sitting down in front of me. So at this point, he's sitting down and I'm like standing up, not in between his legs. His legs is out like this, but I'm standing like all the way over here. So kind of in between his legs, but not really. So I'm standing up there, and at this point I finally said, no, I don't want to go to prom with you. I'm in 5th grade. I forgot how old I probably was. I was like 9, 10. 5th grade. And I was like, no, I don't want to go to prom with you. This boy kicked me in my vagina. Like, karate kicked me in my vagina. Like, he was like into the whole karate martial arts thing, but what, like, I remember it like it was yesterday because that was so traumatizing. Like, that never happened to me. No boy has ever, like, he was really the boldest person I've ever met at this point. Like, even in my life right now, like, nobody is topping that because what? what? Like, you really kicked me in my vagina? Like, I went home, like, listen, I wanted to cry, but I wanted to keep it, you know, G, you feel me? So I didn't want to, you know, so I just went home and I just was like, in the mirror, like, did that really just happen to me? And I'm looking down there, and I'm just like, it's red and all, it was bruised. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, that's never happened to me. So I'm like, oh my god, like, but yeah, so he had bruised my, you know, vagina, whatever. And I didn't tell him that though. I just kept that to myself until I just told y'all that, you know. And he likes me to this day, but he's like one of those like weird antisocial type kids. Like, stop texting me, you feel me? But yeah, so that was that. And I had went to prom, and all 3 of the boys actually convinced themselves that they were taking me. So when I showed up by myself, they all were like trying to like hold my hand and dance with me on some like 90s movie type ish. And I'm like, ew, like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all feel me? But you know, yeah, that was that. It was nothing too crazy. I just thought y'all had to know like what happened to me, because that's a very traumatizing experience. I hope that this don't happen to y'all future kids out there. And if y'all are experiencing something like that, seek help, because what, like, who does that? Oh my god, bro. Like, I'm sorry, I'm so tired, but I just had to let y'all know that. Even though it's a short story time, I feel like it was pretty interesting to hear. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tune into my next videos, because I know that you know that it's a situation every time it's either on Central Nation, that's on period. We out.